Hey guys, I don't know why this is coming up my other screen, but this is really weird. This is like strange. Because it should be on the other. It should be on the other one, and it's not. And I don't know why. Hey, Galway girl. Like, I don't know why it's on showing this thing. I'm very confused. Somehow it like merged. Can you guys hear me? Yo, what's up, Rainbow Ranch? Hey, Bobby. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Crystal. Hey, Tara. Hey, Angel. Hey, Red Dragon. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Harry. Can you guys hear me? Hey, Abigail. All right. Yeah, I don't know. This is just so weird. I'm like a little freaked out because I don't know what I did today, but I was playing with some settings and somehow like both merged into the same setting. But I mean, it's obviously working. It's just very weird. I don't know why it's doing that. Strange, I tell you. Super strange. I mean, everything looks right. Everything looks good. I'm just a little weirded out. Hey, Pam. Hey, Rozzy. Hey, Vixen. Mary, I meant to write you. I've been busy. I've been like super busy all day. I apologize. Hey, Light Truth. Light Truth, how was that episode? Hey, Lisa. So Juju sent me like so many different things. I don't know why this keeps messing up. I'm getting mad. Juju sent me like so many different things for this case that I haven't even had a chance to look at. If your screen gets weird, just refresh it. It's still doing it. I don't know what is up. It's like the strangest thing I've seen. I was just snippets from it, so it was really nothing. Gotta get back to adulting. Have fun, Rainbow. Have fun being an adult. I don't know what adulting is. I'm still a child. Still a little child. So this is really weird. Hey, Aries. I don't know why it's flipping out. But I kind of do because it's not supposed to have this screen. It's supposed to have the other screen. And I'm not really sure why it's acting all freaky. It's weird. So I'm going to do this live. And we cleaned the carpet last night for anyone that didn't go to the other live but was stuck here. So we did clean the carpet and it cleaned up beautifully. Hey, Pumpkin, I'm in both. I'm going to do this one and then I'm doing the other one. Because someone's messing with one of my patrons. But it's on Nightline tonight, so we shall see. I see no mods. They're coming. I am new sub from Molly and found her through her parodies of you. Thanks, Betty. This is my true crime channel. Molly does do a good impression of me. I will say that. How many fish did Dane lose? Just one. One little fishy. So yeah, so I'm going to be on this channel till 10. I mean, till 12 or so, and then the other channel till whatever. And that pop-up visit my merch store, man, that's annoying. I don't even know what I did today. I was making like a website through Streamlabs, and like you can donate through Streamlabs, but there's no like button to do it. I don't get it. I really don't. I'm so confused. Wait a glitch. You just say for patrons. What? It glitched? No. It is a double header, cat's meow. Pumpkin, I said no. What'd I say? Now I forgot. That someone's messing with one of my patrons. Give me a wrench. No way. No, wrenches are patrons. It's kind of like a rule that I have. Hey, SMS, you're not late at all. I haven't even started yet. I'm just trying to figure out why this screen is on here instead of my other thing. Only like parodies friends do with one another and get fun. Absolutely, buddy. No, she does. She does a really good one on me. Where is Red Lotus, by the way, and PMM? I don't know, BL. PMM was with... I was talking to PMM all day. I know I'm late. It's 11 my time. That's okay, Jane. I haven't started. You guys know I wait till I hit 100 before I start. Yeah, it was R.I.P. Little Fishy. Little Fishy went to the Rainbow Bridge. You know what it was? He built this like ecosystem at school, and the top one had a fish in it, and I didn't know it had a fish in it. And he was playing some, and he dropped it. Hey, Paisley. Lisa, you too. Happy Mother's Day. I was worried because I'm not a patron. Yet. Not a patron yet. I'm going to talk about some shit going on with people on Patreon on my next live in 2 hours on the other channel. God, that message thing is annoying. Alright, I'm cutting that message thing. Hey, Tracy. But I do have merch. And the link is there. Hey, Juju. Okay, the case is very heartbreaking, Betty. Hey, Mommy of 3. It is really heartbreaking. And it kind of just keeps getting worse. Hey, Brady. Hey, Truth Seeker Knows. Hey, Wendy. Hey, Shiloh. And I was busy all day, so I really didn't have time to go through it, but I did get the highlights and stuff. And I couldn't watch the trial today, but I heard it was just like the interrogation of both of them. And then my wonderful patron Juju sent me probably 100 pages of trial testimony, which I haven't even looked at. So I'm going to get to that over the weekend. Maybe like tomorrow morning, do like a early live before I start my day after I go through all those transcripts. Hey, Herbie Herb. Herbie Herb, if you can stay awake, you may want to be in my other live later. So basically, I can't listen in today. The kids lost my head. Oh, no. Brady, I don't know yet. Not as far as I know. Transcripts have been released. I need an audio version of the transcripts. Thanks, Shiloh. I do. I need an audio version of the transcripts. Gonna be a late night. You're right, Huckleberry. So there's this new thing that I saw, which I didn't link it. I'm not even sure how the fuck to do it. But it's instead of donating through Super Chat, you're donating through Streamlabs. And it's like a link, and I don't know where it is. But it was pretty interesting. Like, it was much better way to donate because they don't take half. Like I said, I'm coming in hot tonight. So they don't take half or 45%. But I forgot where it is. I forgot where the link is. But it was actually pretty cool. Hang on, I'm gonna find it. Bear with me. Alright, we're gonna try this. I don't know if it's gonna work. So there's like so much to Streamlabs that I need to learn. Because like there's a way that you guys can earn stuff by watching. So everyone starts with 5 points. So Mommy of Eagle, Mommy of 3, Black Eagle, Juju, Tracy, Barbara, Tatum, Pumpkin, or BL. For some reason, you guys are the ones that clicked up that you get points. So I don't know why I picked you guys for points, but you guys have points. I'll learn what to do with it after. Because I have no idea what to do with it. Alright, we just hit 100. Nope. Nope. I gotta really learn more about Streamlabs. Yeah, it's some kind of points thing. Okay, now that super chat showed. I'm so lost. You have no idea. Just because there's so much you can do. I don't know. I'll figure it out later. I don't know. It says you can like collect points and you can win stuff. I guess giveaways and stuff, but I don't know how it picked like only you guys. That's weird. I don't want to mess with this too much while I'm live because I don't want it to like cut out. But yeah, you guys all get I don't know, some kind of points. And I started y'all out with 5. And after that, I have no idea. So, for those of you that were listed, and I said add points to everybody, and it only picked out those people. So, I have no idea. I'll figure it out. Alright, so we're at 102. So, you guys want to start with the case, or you want to start with Darlie Routier? Your choice. It's not accurate and chat gets mad. I recommend you do not do points because a ton of problems with my friend with 40,000 subs went bad quick. All right. Thank you, Truth Seeker. Did your friend tell you how to do the donations through through Streamlabs? You want to do the case first? The doctor? One says Darlie. Coin toss. Well, majority rules. Hey, Carly. Hey, Nanny of Two. Hey, Winky. We got Nanny of Two. We got Mommy of Three. Anyone got four? All right. So you want to go with the case first. So let me just state again that I love all you guys. No, I totally lost my train of thought. That I did not get a chance to read everything that Juju sent me, which is all the transcripts. I promise you I'll get it done over the weekend. I'll do my best. It's page after page after page, and I was literally busy from 9 o'clock this morning to like 7 o'clock at night. I wasn't even online. I was like barely online. So I really haven't had a chance to go over it first. But what I do want to say is there is a new suspect. There was a name dropped when he originally was arrested. Now, the interesting part about it is, from what I did see, and I did kind of cram it, but from what I did see, this guy was, his name was Shane. I think it was Shane. I pulled up an article on it. Hold on. Let me get it. It was something kid. Shane Kid, I think. All right, I'll find it. But while I'm looking for it, one thing a lot of people were wondering is, one thing a lot of people wonder was when she was arrested. She was arrested in January. And an interesting thing I found as well is there was some group that went after her after he was arrested. It was some kind of like charity group, or they help like abused kids. Shane Kid, yeah, I was right. Some charity group that like goes after abused kids. They actually had a petition going for her to that she wasn't arrested or that she should be charged with something. It doesn't say when it actually started, but it does say that it was Ron Laura Hubbard. Oh my god. All right, troll alert. That now I lost my train of thought. One thing that it did say though is that that they felt that she should be charged with child abuse like immediately. And they didn't understand why she wasn't charged and he was, and he was picked up immediately. So they had a petition. There were like 3,000 people that signed it. And then she ended up getting arrested in January. Did the petition have anything to do with it? That I don't know. But I thought it was like pretty interesting to see that, and maybe it did. Who knows? It very well could have. ATM, you don't do merch through Streamline. All right, Truth Seeker, I won't. Got it. I just figured it was better because they don't take anything, but okay. Tasha, they had a food stamp phone that broke on Walmart. What's a food stamp phone? So I thought it was interesting, but yeah, she was picked up on the beginning of January. All right. Now, hold on. All right. So, did you guys hear about the suspect, the one that he named? I like Truth. I know you're following this case really well. Yeah, I don't know what a food stamp phone is either. his out-of-body experience at McDonald's and the story got his dad off pills. So Juju actually probably knows a lot. There's probably a lot in this testimony that I don't know, that I haven't seen. Chris also talked about out-of-body experience while doing dope. That's most people that do dope. I got 2 friends, got screwed. Big YouTubers, I'll explain in email. Okay. Who? Alright. Greg, where? Although I'm not gonna, like, really bust my butt about it. Hi, Todd. Someone's playing Fortnite. Todd, I don't see another one. Who'd I miss? Alright. Yeah, I don't know what a food stamp card is. I mean, not a food stamp card, a food stamp phone. Hey, Denise. Don't mind my son screaming on the back. Food stamp phone is a phone the government gives you? Really? Out-of-body experience felt like an excuse or a confession coming, but nothing came of it. Yeah, I was gonna say that is an Obama phone. Thank you. But I was just gonna say that makes sense, though. That, to me, is a confession. Like, a total confession. An out-of-body experience, you don't know what you did. That, to me, is like a confession. Or at least making himself clear. It's an Obama phone. Thanks, guys. I get it. It's an Obama phone. So what I wanted to focus on, what I did read and what I do know about. And then I'm going to get everything from you guys. I don't know. I'm not on welfare or any kind of help, so I didn't know what kind of phone or anything. There's nothing wrong with people that are. I'm just saying I'm not, so I don't know what kind of phone that is. The only thing in the house being fed were roaches. Yeah, that's about right. I was watching a police thing while I was doing my makeup tonight. The full, like, 30-minute police interview. The search for him. And you know how, like, we heard the 911 call and she was, like, calling them? You know, calling her 15-day-old daughter? It was even worse than the police video. Because she's just keeps calling and she's walking around the house. What the fuck do you think the baby's gonna do? Like, it was so weird. And even the cops, like, looking in cabinets, looking in boxes. You know, and then I thought to myself, they were asking where the daughter slept. And I thought to myself, is it possible that maybe the daughter killed the baby? Like, 2-year-olds can do that? Not smash her face or anything. But, like, maybe the daughter killed her and then they did that as a cover-up? And, you know, like, who knows? I don't know. I was just coming up with all these different ideas. Chris hurt himself. I guess he thinks canon will be used against you as a multiple question. I'm calling out baby. I know, the baby's 15 days old. He wore the same outfit 5 days, showered after sex, and put his boxers back on. Well, he didn't exactly look like a clean guy. These meth junkies are monsters. The FS phone has limited usability, supposed to be for emergencies. I bet they can call their drug dealer on it. Hey, John. I bet their drug dealer's on it. And he gets right in there. I believe he did it out of control, anger against his family. So now, but what about the third? What about this guy? Is it possible? Is it possible that this friend was there and they didn't want to originally name him? It's possible that this kid who went with them everywhere, he said, could have possibly, the baby cried or he hurt the baby, and then he brought the baby outside and did whatever he did to hurt the baby. Like, I'm just thinking of all these different possibilities that it could be. I just don't think they're smart enough to name these people. I don't know. Why look for alternative? Black Eagle, the only reason why I'm looking at alternatives, because of how much work and effort I put into making a murderer, I can't be a hypocrite. I can't put somebody guilty before they're proven guilty. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, anyone that knows me for making a murder, I'm all about innocent to proven guilty. Innocent to proven guilty. So I can't stray from that. Even if my gut tells me they're innocent. I haven't read all the, guilty. I haven't read all the transcripts. I haven't read all the stuff. So I don't want to be a hypocrite by saying they're definitely guilty. Do you know what I mean? That's why. So I'm just trying to come up with alternatives. I don't want the parents to be innocent at all. I want whoever did this to them to go away for a very long time. Right? Am I making a murderer? People know what I'm talking about here. You really have to have all the evidence. Please talk about them after sex, 2 weeks after giving birth. What? Truth seeker, I had C-sections, so I don't even know about regular birth. But I don't know when you're supposed to have sex, or when you can have sex. According to charge, she didn't do anything to protect her baby. She allowed the kids to be in the home with the violence and drugs because she did them. But here's another thing. If you look at Courtney, thanks, Winky. Although I'm lacking on facts today. If you look at Courtney, it's one of these kids, kind of like her daughter and generation after generation. Her mom is a meth head. Her dad maybe is a meth head, missing teeth. It was like generation after generation in this ghetto meth head cycle. Kids being born, nobody's taking care of them. Did Courtney really even have a chance to not be a meth head? Of course she had a chance, but you know what I'm saying? Like, that plays a part too. Nothing to do with killing the baby. I'm saying that she was, put her kids in this lifestyle. She doesn't know any other lifestyle. This is how they live. This is how she's always grown up. This is all she knows. And I think people forget that. And I'm so not making this a race issue. But blacks get that free pass all the time. That this is how they grew up, and they grew up poor, and, their dad was in jail, or generation after generation. And whites need to get that same pass, because that's, to me, exactly what it's like. And I just don't think she ever had a chance in life. Just like her daughter never had a chance in life. I don't think any of them had a chance in life. Same thing. And I hope that came out right. Hey, Waterski Mom. And I don't want that coming out wrong. No, Black Eagle, I'm dead serious. I knew somebody was going to take it wrong. I'm dead serious. It's not racist. If you look at what I was saying, it's not racist. But if you knew but I said it may have come out wrong, but you know what I'm saying. People make that excuse all the time. And it's heard in every courtroom all the time. All I'm saying is that they never had a chance either. But yet nobody is bringing that up. The now poor three, exactly. Even if they go to the mom, even if they, who's the 3-year-old going to live with? It's the same cycle. You see it with every one of their family members. Nobody stopped first cousins from having babies. All right, you may not be able to stop the first one. How about the second one? Like, you could have stopped the second one. It's just too weird. They're a product of their environment, but they are a product of their environment. But I'm saying that the courts are not, the lawyers, the courts are not playing that card. She was arrested based on the conditions, but people live in those conditions all the time, and shit happens, and they go to court, and it's like, well, they didn't know any better, or this is the life that they've always known. And that's what I mean. And it applies here, and nobody seems to be applying it. You might care. Pays that in, but I'm saying that you hear about it in court. And I agree with you, Tabitha. Nobody should get a free pass. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that you hear it in courtrooms all the time. And defense attorneys use that all the time. And sometimes it gives a jury like, well, they didn't know any better because this is the only life they know. I'm sure most Texans would agree with me. We see guilty parents, guardians, all share how mannerisms first interacting with medical staff. They exhibited some in the video. Health-wise, not healthy to have sex after 6 weeks minimum. Like I said, truth, I never had regular births. I had C-sections, so I don't know. I know it's different. Trial isn't over. It goes till next week. Courtney's dad did try to do it because he paid for everything. They were not married. And like I said, Blackie, I knew people were going to take that wrong, but it wasn't meant to be taken wrong. It was just meant as, if you watch enough trials, you hear that from defense attorneys all the time. The defense attorneys are worth crap. I agree with you. But I don't think they're even trying. Like, I think they're also have their mind made up that they're guilty, and that's it. But Conqueror, I get it, but there was a reason I said it. Because people know what I'm talking about. I'm not racist or anything, but people, if you look past the way it may have come out and actually think about what I said, you would know what I mean. It's not a racist comment. It's a reality. That's I don't know what else to say. The baby mom tried to tell the cop that she never had a chance. Seemed like the cop was telling her she should have given the baby up. Yeah, she should have. I do feel for Corner's attorney. Amanda, he shows more emotion than she does. Like, even yesterday with the pictures, I was like, oh my God, this guy is like serious. Like, he cannot look at it. He just has to look away. Thank you, Light Truth. Thank you, Huckleberry. Thank you, Winky. She is guilty of neglect, hands down. I mean, you don't smoke dope with your kids there. If you want to smoke dope, that's fine. Do it outside, do it out back, do it somewhere. Not in this tiny little trailer with boxes everywhere, and I feel horrible for her daughter. Well, Truth Seeker, that's kind of why I feel like I thought this was preliminary. So far, this is nothing but hearsay, and possibilities. That's why, to me, it's so open for there's so many other possibilities. I didn't see day one, but I haven't seen any forensics yet. All I've seen is people testify, but cops spend more time talking about, him being caught in a trail or whatever, and that's it. That's all they talk about. I didn't mean a pass, but I'm saying that you hear about it all the time, and it hasn't been brought up once. Thank you, Tabitha. One bunny looked like it couldn't stop other. I know. I was gonna show pictures of it and I couldn't yesterday. But I said the same thing, like he just looked like he could not look at it. He kept looking away, kept, eyeing up and down. Like I couldn't tell if he was being frustrated or if he was just so disgusted. Um At one point, he looked like he couldn't. Oh, my thoughts. Both tweeting. Baby wakes fussy. Chris tells Courtney to shut her up. Chris goes off. They fight. The baby gets hurt. Both go freak out. Um, Possibly light truth. Too simple. Too simple of a story. I don't think that it's that simple. It could be. It could be. I just don't think it's that simple. I don't know if she knew. I'm not convinced at all that she knew. I'm convinced that she was high when the cops were there. And that's the factors that I'm having the hardest time with this case is the drug use. We don't know how fucking high they were when they were talking to the police. We don't know how high they were. We don't know how much meth they did. If she was tweaking bad, her entire presentation is going to be different. This isn't someone with a normal state of mind. They could have been partying all night. With the police report, with the police, that was on the thing. I also kind of think maybe that the baby died naturally, but because they were high, they freaked out. And then he brought her outside and fucked her up really bad. I don't know. I just feel like you're only going to know if either one of them take the stand or they turn on each other or something. She's definitely neglectful. I think she realizes that, but who knows? Maybe the baby was dead. I mean, it was very malnourished. It didn't eat right. I'm sure it wasn't bathed. And maybe it just died, and because they were on drugs, they freaked the fuck out. I don't know. That could buy me a 3. That's what I'm saying. They admitted to doing drugs all night and early in the night. Yes. I don't think they will get off there in court. I just feel like she's always being secretive. Black Eagle, babies can die all the time. Babies die. A 15-day-old baby who weighs the same that it weighed 15 days ago could easily die of not being fed or malnourished or anything. And then they fucking did what he did to her because he panicked because he was high as a kite. You never know. I'm just saying, until there's more forensics, until there's more information, we just don't know. Maybe because they were on drugs, they never fed the baby. Absolutely. Her attorney was disturbed. Absolutely. I'm not saying what happened to her is natural. Don't mistake me. I'm saying that maybe the baby died, or maybe he smothered the baby or something like that, and then beat the fuck out of her. I don't know if they could determine that if she had such brutal force done to her. Maybe he panicked. I don't know. We have no way to know because nothing is being... We have no forensics yet. No real forensics. At this point, there shouldn't be this much doubt based on the evidence state has presented. I don't know. Normally, people call 911 when accidents happen. People on meth freak out and panic. Absolutely. Or, maybe they smothered the baby or something, and then this friend came over and they put the baby in the bag and said, go get rid of it. That's possible too. There's so many possibilities that it's not over yet. She was relaxed, waiting around to be questioned. There's no way she didn't already know. But that's what I'm saying. Maybe, just maybe. And I agree with you, Shella, they are worthless. And Black Eagle, I know. All that's not natural. What I'm saying is that, and I agree with you, Pumpkin, the state has dropped the ball many times. They were not able to determine the exact time of death as far as I remember. As far as I know up to point. You think Hamby did it? The autopsy shows suffocation and it didn't. Or maybe they thought the baby was dead? They've shown forensics, but we didn't see them on TV, jurors have. Oh, okay. Where they say the baby weighed the exact same weight that it did when it was born. And that tells you right there the baby's pretty malnourished. Was it confirmed that the baby... No, I think the baby saw a doctor once and only once. The baby was not drug addicted. Meeting to defense when they point the finger at each other. I hear you. Or either one of them taking the stand? Now, again, in my heart of hearts, I think he did it. I think he took the baby outside and smashed her against a fucking tree because he panicked. That's what I think. But what I think won't matter if the evidence says otherwise. Baby seen doctor day before death. No, but Dad did admit that the stuff was his. That the t-shirt and stuff was his. Black Eagle, they were high as fuck. You don't know what people are thinking. That opportunity with the baby hit its head. Truth finder, don't be stupid. I have bad feeling about this. Casey Anthony beyond reasonable doubt. Oh my God. Can I say it again? I didn't say that happened naturally. Instead of attacking, just fucking listen. I didn't say that happened naturally. I said we don't know what actually caused that to happen. Maybe they thought the baby was dead because it didn't move and they gave it to his friend and they said, go fucking do something with this. And the guy just bashed the fucking baby's head against a tree. Who knows? I'm saying that there is not enough evidence presented yet that we've seen to say that he did it beyond a reasonable doubt. That is what I'm saying. So there's other possibilities that it could be. You are acting on emotion. You're saying he did it because he looks guilty. Doesn't mean he did it. Maybe she smothered the baby and then he gave it to a friend and went outside and he's totally innocent. You don't fucking know. That's what I'm saying. Thank you, Mama Bear. It only takes reasonable doubt to jury. I'm pissed state has nothing. I believe they're guilty. Also, defense attorneys suck. Absolutely, Truth Seeker. The room for reasonable doubt is winning right now. 100%. And that's exactly what I'm saying. If I was a juror, nobody is showing anything that we have seen to make me think that these two did it beyond a reasonable doubt, other than what I think. But what I think shouldn't put two people away just because they're druggies, just because he's nasty, just because she's nasty. That's not what the system is set up for, and I will never do that. Give me beyond a reasonable fucking doubt that these two did it, and I will gladly put them away. But I have not seen that yet. And any single person that knows me that's a thinker like me will tell you the exact same thing. Jules, I don't know. I honestly don't know. Aren't they tweakers? Some tweakers are, some aren't. Oh, they definitely felt annoyed at the baby crying. I'm going to get to Shane, kid. One good point Chris made was about how come they never found a baby with dogs, etc. And also the search party that found Kalaya said bag was dry. I wonder if he moved her at some point. So Chris said, how come the baby wasn't found with dogs? Well, that only tells you one thing, is that the baby wasn't there when the cops first started looking. So it leads you to question, where was the baby? Where was Chris? When the cops went to the house, Chris was not there. So it leaves you a million possibilities. Chris took the baby somewhere. Chris took the dead baby somewhere. And somebody fucking didn't know a baby was in it and smashed it against a tree. I mean, who knows? Regardless of evidence, they're both guilty of second-degree murder. I'm going off his behavior and Terry. And that's what a lot of people are doing, Amanda. But the problem is... Oh, I got itch. The problem is, you have to keep into consideration that, fuck no, John, I'm not defending them. You have to remember the drugs they were on. You can't forget that fact in the way they acted and how they were. You're gonna act differently when you're smoking meth all night or shooting it. Maybe they were shooters. I don't know. Did they ever say how they did meth? Whether they smoked it, snorted it, or anything? Also, when you carry baby, the dogs can't trace the scent. Dabbing in the woods doesn't look... I agree, Tabitha. Hey, Cindy. Cousin dude said smoked. I agree, jokes commit. That's what I'm saying. Now, it could be, Black Eagle, I'm just ignoring you because your mind is so like one way. You probably think Stephen Avery is guilty as sin. I mean, that's your mind thinking. I can't do it. When it comes to, oh, they said they smoked it. All right. Thank you, Betty. See, but this is a good thing to discuss right now, though. I just want to throw this in here. This is the problem with Americans' justice system, is people look at somebody and say they're guilty. People look at evidence lightly and think they're guilty. People don't get the big picture. And this is what's wrong with juries today. 3/4 of the people watching this case have them guilty. not all the evidence is in. We haven't even seen half the evidence. The trial stuff, the transcripts just came out today, and it's not over yet. Nobody worth a fuck can say that they're guilty beyond a reasonable doubt right now, because if you can, this is the problem with American justice. Because you can't. You have to think in a, what's the word I'm looking for? In a, oh my God, what is the... I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but you have to look at things in a different way, because that's the only way that two innocent people won't go to jail or two guilty people won't get off. Let me remind you of Casey Anthony. Casey Anthony is a perfect fucking case. Perfect case. Because we all knew she was guilty. She looked guilty. She acted guilty. She was guilty. But the prosecution could not prove it beyond a reasonable doubt. Therefore, she's sitting in La La Land, going to the beach, smoking cigarettes every day, drinking Mai Tais. Even though she's a baby killer. But why do we think she's a baby killer? Because Nancy Grace made her a baby killer. Because the media made her a baby killer. But the law, she actually had a jury that said, prove to me beyond a reasonable doubt she did this, because we're not going to go ahead and base this on the media. We're not going to go ahead and base this on some bullshit. Prove it beyond a reasonable doubt. And if you can't have critical thinking before all the evidence is in, then please tell me you'll never be on a jury, because that scares me. No, I was thinking critical. In a non-biased way. Truth Finder, I know Black Eagle for a long time. I don't know you, and you're really annoying me. And I've never seen you before. So, really, like, I'm going to give you a warning first. I know Black Eagle a while now. I really like Black Eagle. We're friends on Facebook and everything. We can go at it, and it's okay. But I don't know you. You don't even have a picture. So, I'm giving you one warning. I have a feeling you're Dana, but I'll give you one warning. The DA case is weak. Hopefully they show more proof. I did not P-brains could use critical thinking. What? Body language and actions do count for something. I do want the truth, and I'm open to whatever, but sadly, sometimes we never get the truth. No, but they have to prove it beyond a reasonable doubt. And even if this dude is innocent, he's going to be proven guilty just from the way he looks. And that's another problem with our society. Or, you know, people are going to say, oh, they're fucking meth heads. They should get put away anyway. What if they didn't do it? But everyone, like, if they looked different and they looked more high class and they came from a better family and the exact same thing happened and it was two rich kids smoking dope, do you think it'll be the same? Everyone thinks they're guilty? No, they won't. It wouldn't. Peaches and cream, don't worry about it. You're out. So have a good day, Mandy. And again, Black Lily, I'm not saying that that's it. I'm saying that it's possible. You have to think of possibilities. People throw stones when their house is glass. 9% of Americans have an addiction. Some. That's true. Open mind, no reasonable doubt. I think he's guilty, but you're right. They have to prove it. That's all I'm saying. And until they prove it, these are all the different things that the jury could turn around and say. These are all the things that the jury could say. Hey, you know what? What if it was this? What if it's this Shane kid? What if there's truth to that? Like, who's gonna actually know? And again, like I said, I think they did it. And you're not gonna hear me deny that. But I want proof. Hey, Septima Marie. But Black Eagle, you have to fathom it. That's my point. As a jury, you have to fathom it. Hey, Cindy. Cindy in the house. Yeah, you guys know I'm smoking. But the cops were also totally honed in on this one person. That they were so honed in on Chris that they didn't even put her away. They didn't even grab her initially. They didn't even do anything with her initially. You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't arrest her right away. So that says that they were so zoned in on him, probably because of circumstances and probably because of the way he looked. Hey, Rachel. I couldn't say they killed her at this point, but they are definitely guilty of second degree. Gut feeling tells me they're guilty as hell. Hey, Krista. Kimberly, I tend to agree with you. My gut tells me that they are 100% guilty. Definitely I think he's 100% guilty. And then at first I didn't think she was. She, I think, is 100% guilty because she was so easily to look at those pictures. At least he couldn't even look at those pictures. You know? Then I think maybe that she's the one that did it and said, get rid of the baby. And that's when he went and destroyed it. I mean, that's possibility too. But I can't say for sure until all the evidence is in. Like, until every bit of evidence is in. Then I can say it. Exactly, Huckleberry. My prediction, Chris gets manslaughter, Courtney gets lesser, Chris gets 30, she gets 15. I'll go with that, Light Truth. But I haven't looked up the penalties either. Yeah, but how could you look at your baby's head open or like that destroyed? I couldn't. Even if I did it, I couldn't. I think that's pretty like heavy. I know. COP, Colorado Police Department, okay. Winky, I was just gonna ask her that. I don't think so, though. Being high could be like out-of-body experience and not reality. I mean, I was never into meth, but I know people that have been, and I had never known them to get that fucked up or like but that meth isn't that type of drug. Okay, oh, Truth Seeker, I absolutely agree with that. I think they absolutely did too. When I'm done with this cigarette, I'll go through that new suspect too. Trying them at the same time is a real mess. I wonder why they're doing it. Hey, Vincina. Yes. Yes, Cheryl. She is. Absolutely, Truth Seeker. The paranoia that they have is unreal. Tawanda! Wonky, I don't know you had a channel. Yeah, Winky has a channel. And if they did meth, why would they be sleepy? Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Gotcha. No news. Been a hard few days. But I've been supporting Laura, just silent. I don't want to take away from Alive. I've seen thousands of autopsies and this one was hard for me. I can't believe it didn't affect her. However, she could be medicated in jail and numbing her feelings. Nah, she's been in jail long enough. The only cut wound was under the right eye on baby. I've never done meth upon alcohol. It makes me feel like that was. I just can't imagine it all together. Yeah, it's whacked. Because they were zoned in on him. The cops dropped the ball and not securing the scene. Absolutely. They're probably up for days. Oh, I'm sure they were. Because you remember, the sister or the cousin said that they were, that she dropped them off for a few days. So they were high on the first, the second, the third. Then, like, the father had them on the fourth and fifth, and then they just got them back. So they were most likely on a 7-day run. Galway, that's why I always watch chat. Especially when I'm smoking. I'm like right on that. So they very well could have been on a 7-day run, if not more. You know what though, Devil Inside? I pretty much know who they are. That's the sad part. Much true, but I was referring to antidepressants. She may have been prescribed. Yeah, I agree with that. Ah, thanks, Lisa. Happy Mother's Day to you too. Baby's demeanor and how he responded. All right. They had the baby at a sick. Yeah, that's what I was saying. They had the baby in the beginning, and then they dropped the baby off with the parents. I mean, with the cousin that testified, and then they had her. They had the baby on the night before the father brought her back. She has gained a lot of weight. I couldn't believe how thin she was. But then again, meth will do that. But, you know, scary enough, she looked healthy. I can't imagine though sleeping with your first cousin. Yuck. That's just gross. Almost in my gut, just watching the officer's body cam on the initial visit says she's guilty. And I want to say the same thing. It's just you have to remember the drugs. They're not going to act normal because they were so high. Cats Meow have not. So the thing with this other guy, he's saying, Karen. So the thing with this other guy, let me put it on this monitor. All right. Which makes their kid second cousin. It's so weird. It's so gross. It's illegal in Colorado to marry your first cousin. Is it really? So what Chris is saying is that he told the police that he heard that someone who might have killed her and that she was murdered because someone had put a hit on him. I kind of find it odd that someone would put a hit on him, like, for what? Sleeping with your cousin? Incest? Meth? Like, it just seemed weird. Investigators didn't put much stock in the theory. However, that's the kind of justice system that we can't have. We can't have people not looking into things. Like, I'm telling you, they automatically thought it was him because of the way he looked. And that's not fair. We can't do that to people. Can't automatically say that they're guilty because of the way they look. And that tattoo on his eye was not there. He just got that while he's in jail. I don't know if that's supposed to be like some, you know, some like people are going to look down on him. Of course, you know, no matter what suit you're wearing, you're still going to see it on your face. I thought it was weird. Like, definitely weird. So the jurors viewed the police interview Friday afternoon after watching an interview with McNabb in October of 2017. In the interview that he did that you heard today, he offered the theory that another man might have killed the baby, something he heard from Belle, who apparently heard the story from another unidentified woman. Which that right there is so weird. But the girl said that he killed your baby, McNabb said. This dude was with us almost every day, so he's another meth head. He said a man was with them when they brought Kalea to the from the hospital, something alluded to earlier in trial. He said Bell was told that the woman said that somebody important put a hit on me. He couldn't explain why somebody would do such a thing. I'm not anybody. I'm nobody, you know? Alexander was frank with McNabb, telling him the evidence continually pointed towards him. Like I said in the beginning, I'm going to be honest with you. I am pretty sure I've got the right person in jail. McNabb said that he did know deep down inside his daughter's death was at least due in part to the couple's meth use swirling around their home. Because it was somebody that was coming around, and everybody that was coming around was because of methamphetamine, he said. Whoever did is a meth head. In the hours-long interview, McNabb seemed to grasp at a number of different possibilities that might exonerate him. At one point, he asked why police dogs hadn't found Kalea's body the day she went missing, and suggested someone brought it near his home after the first day of search was over. The infant's body was found the next day. Seems like somebody took her back there after the search was over. That right there shows reasonable doubt, because I got witness saying that I was with them all night. And in that, what he's saying is right. It does show reasonable doubt. And all it takes is one juror, just one juror, to agree with him, and the case is going to be different. And then it says, in another moment, he pleads with Alexander to speak to people he said Belle heard rumors from. She needs to be talked to about the things that she's heard, the things that people have told her, McNabb said, and she needs to tell who these people are. She needs to be questioned. And if you feel like you need to question her, you think there's a possibility she did it, then by all means. He then clarifies that he doesn't think Belle could have done it. Throughout the police interview, he seemed to understand the position he was in. Yeah, it's a very strong reason to believe I did it, but it don't automatically mean that I'm the one that done it, he said. Even while explaining what he went into the woods to search for his daughters the day she went missing, he acknowledged that it could have appeared suspicious. I was just looking. Naturally, when I left that trailer, I was looking for anything. I was looking for her, he said. I just know that the first thing that always popped in my mind when I say I felt my probation officer was going to show up or something, I always go into the woods. That's the first place I'd go on foot if I felt like I was in trouble. I know that sounds bad because you know that's where she was found at, he added, but he repeatedly and tearfully maintained his innocence. I know I didn't do it. I'm never going to be able to prove that I didn't do it if I can't find who did it, he said. I don't see what I'm supposed to do to be able to prove I didn't do it. And the way it's looking, I'm not going to get that chance. And what you're saying is all the evidence is pointing towards me. How can I fight it? He insisted there could have been a reason for him to kill a child he dearly loved. I don't want to be found guilty of something I didn't do, especially when it comes to killing my child. And I love that baby, he said. What you got to think about in your mind is what motive, where is the motive of me killing my child? What motive did I have?
Breaking news, two teenagers just agreed to a plea deal for planning a school attack in Cherokee County. Alfred Dupree, Victoria McCurley.
All right. That's the kind of stuff that I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying, is that there is reasonable doubt. Right now, you have a father who has another 2-year-old who's perfectly fine. So why kill one and not the other one? Did he all of a sudden become a meth head? No. But if he was going to kill a baby, why not kill the other one as well? If you're going to go down, you might as well take them all. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that you just don't know. Molly doesn't have trolls? Yeah, okay. A good mother does not leave their 2-week-old with nonstop babysitters to get high. That is true. Nobody said she was a good mom. You know what? I think that's fake. Yeah, I think it's a fake one. Do you have a... I have, Winky. I have. Because they can't... You know why they're bothering us? Because they can't stop being around me. They have to be around me in some which way, shape, or form. Just ignore them. Barbara, I don't think that was real cat's meow. Why didn't he kill his other kids? I agree their actions are confusing. I'm fighting why I'm doubting their guilt. You're not doubting their guilt. But we just don't have enough evidence yet. We really don't. You can't base it. I would love to see them take the stand, although I don't think they're going to. I really don't. You know, like, I don't know if she's ever been in jail before, but he has. So he knows the routine. He knows what to say. Nobody wants to go to jail as a child murderer or a baby murderer. He will get fucking destroyed. So that could also be why he's playing innocent. See, we don't know. And I don't want to make them guilty before we know. That's all I'm saying. I don't know, Barbara. If it really was her, but I could have sworn she had more subs and didn't have 0 subs. I'm not doing call-ins. No offense, Black Eagle. I'm not doing any call-ins. It always ends up being a mess. I'm not doing it. And that goes for anybody. Nobody. Maybe it wasn't as high and aggressive when the older kid was a baby. That's possible. It's definitely possible. I don't think they've had a chance to turn on each other yet. So that's why. Oh, Glitter Girl, absolutely. I don't know why so many children are being abused. Exactly, Light Truth. Good call. Arisa, forget it. It would end badly, and I really like you too. Crime scene investigated kitchens. Didn't even send in the contents of bag to GBI for testing until 2 weeks ago. Investigator kitchens. Oh, really? Tomorrow I have a party to go to my sister. Next, I'm sure he's scared no matter how much try to reassure moms in our work. They'll turn on each other faster. Oh my god. People are so fucking stupid. Arrested and charged mom in hopes. I called her ducking skank today. Just ignore them, guys. Mods have them. If I have to add more mods, I'll add more mods. But I'm watching chat. My eyes are burning. But everyone's gonna play games. My eyes hurt. Everyone's gonna play games. It's just kind of the way it is. Because Bob Ross, they can't stay away from me. They have to be near me, make videos of me. They either have to be near me, make videos of me, or something. They can't be away from me. It's kind of sad. Why would they turn on each other? Meth heads love each other and won't turn on each other. Oh, Truth Finder, give me a break. Hey, Greg. Tracy, I think she's talking to Truth Finder. Her Facebook? Oh, that's another thing I haven't looked at. I haven't looked at that Facebook yet. Juju, can you send me a link? Who is the judge busted for watching stream? Fires protecting and charged of murder, I would turn. I agree with you. They love you and Laura like a meth head loves meth. That's true, Dee Dee. Good point. I know, BL. Which one? Look only at evidence, not opinion pieces. Exactly. Evidence. That's what I'm talking about. Mod, should I add a few more mods? You guys tell me. If you guys want me to add more mods, let me know. That one was Brian? Are you debating him tomorrow? Oh, the relationship was toxic. They were fucking cousins. They were first cousins. You guys are good? All right. Oh yeah, I'm probably gonna add a few more. Thanks, Greg. But you're not a patron. You gotta become a patron. So they had a private Facebook. I've heard a lot about their Facebook. I don't know where Wolf is. I've heard a lot about their Facebook. I just haven't had a chance to see it. Yeah, they're first cousins, Herbie. A lot of people don't know that. They are first cousins. Is Tawanda even still here? Alright, Trace said we're good. You should catch up. I was gone all day, Dreamer. I said I was going to do it today. So let's talk about Sarah, you know what? You think it's boring? Guess what? See ya. I didn't have the internet Cell for 18 months in rural China, and I came back. I feel like I came back to people being more bullies on social media or being away from it caused me to see it differently. Oh no, there's more. There's definitely more. It's adults acting like, 2-year-olds. The wolf's on deck. Oh, there he is. What was the aunt to Chris who had the hots? Courtney's mom, Pam. Yeah, Pam. I know, Pam's Facebook is the one I'm talking about. Thank you, Carly. You too. Bad wolves in the house. It's the same people doing it. I know who the trolls are. They're so fucking obvious. Because they can't get anybody in their own lives, so they have to troll mine. No, I've been trolled, is what they're saying. Princess Pam. Princess Pam, who sleeps with her daughter. I mean, who sleeps with her nephew, who's her daughter's father of a daughter's kids. It's whacked family. And she has 7 kids of her own. That's because the trolls are supposed to be part of the peace agreement, which they are not. No, this is Courtney Facebook. Oh, Courtney has a Facebook? I didn't know that. And oh my God, you might not see me, but I'm here. It is a whole new meaning to a close family. But how about Darlie Routier? Let's talk about Darlie for a minute. I have all the court TV. I have not a court TV. I have all the transcripts. I just haven't had a chance to read them yet. Raised 2. Yeah, she only raised 2 of 7. Hey, Guy and Jackie. Not enough men in Georgia. Seriously, for real. So how about Darlie Routier? I'm going to say Darlie R because everyone yells at me for not getting the name right. For Darlie R, fucking getting the Innocence Project actually picked her up. Like, this is for real. Good night, Carly. So DR is picked up by the Innocence Project. It is for real. Like, I don't know about you guys, but the Innocence Project doesn't take cases that is not real. They don't take cases that they can lose at all. And I'm going to have to reread those transcripts too. And I think me and Brian St. John are going to have a bit of a debate. Because... And I was the first to break it, thanks to you. Praying for a new trial. I'm telling you, I have to go head to head. Is that an old case being looked at? Darlie Routier, whatever the fuck her name is. DR was charged with the brutal murder of both her sons. She's been on death row in Texas for 20 years. It's been a long, ongoing debate. Guilty or innocent, guilty or innocent, guilty or innocent. And everyone's always thought she's guilty. Not everybody, but a lot of people think she's guilty, including the police. And after many, many years of her defense working on this case, now the Innocence Project of Texas has picked it up, which is major. I don't know what their specific track record is. Routier. Okay, Routier. Thank you, Dreama. Was she the one that killed her kids? Yeah. I know. Alexis, I'm horrible with names. Horrible. Oh my God, really? Kim, I just saw that. And Routier. Yeah, yes, that's the one, Betty. If Brian loses the debate, he has to cut the mullet off. I'll try that. Too many circumstances to be innocent. Possibly, but Pumpkin, the Routier. No, it's Routier. It's not Routier. It's Routier. There's an R at the end. And eat the mullet. I think that's a good one though. If if Darlie Routier turns out to be completely innocent and she gets off and she gets out of death row, then guess what? Then, just then, I say, boom, Brian has to cut off his mullet. All right. So Juju's back on the other case for a second, but she did say something important. She said in a 911 call, her dad stole her car with her baby inside. In Tim's call, he told the police Chris was wanted and she had abandoned the newborn at a relative, so we went and got them, I heard. News report that it was up to the discretion of the officers to contact Department of Child Services, and they did not, nor did they attempt to make contact with Chris, who was wanted, which would have likely saved the babies. I'm glad the Innocent Project picked this up. I've seen this long ago, and honestly, in my heart and mind, I don't believe she did it. Trolls don't have a chance with our mods. Get them, girls. I don't think so, Alexandria, but I could be wrong. Oh, my eyes are burning. Ozzy, we got to put you through mod school. Sleeping with the nephew. That, Shella, there's two different cases going on here. We just started talk about Darlie. So the Innocence Project picked her up. The Innocence Project of Texas. So she's most likely going to get a new trial. I don't know what their track record is yet, though. So I can't say what their track record is. But it looks like that they are most likely probably going to get her out. Because I've never known the Innocence Project to not pick up a case. I mean, to lose a case that they picked up. But again, I don't know what their track record is. Oh, it's an Innocent Project in New York. Why would New York pick up a Texas case?
Wait, how old was he?
I'm gonna let me check something. All right. So in 2018, they've exonerated they've only exonerated 9 people. But the most ever in the Innocence Project's 26-year history, they held past 17 wrongful conviction reforms in 14 states. Malcolm Alexander was exonerated after 38 years. All right, I knew something wasn't right. 208 people exonerated with the Innocent Project. 362 DNA exonerations in the U.S. 13 states have passed wrongful conviction reforms. 15 wrongful conviction reforms passed. 200 total years spent in 2018 exonerees. 208 people exonerated with the help of the Innocence Project. Kevin Bailey after 28 years. Alfred Swinton after 16 years. Keith Harden after 22 years. Eric Kelly after 24 years. Gregory Counts after 26 years. Johnny Talbert after 26 years. John Noley after 21 years. Clemente Aguera after 14. And that's all they give. Have you become a patron? You go to the link. You just go to patreon.com. Can one of you guys post a link for Patreon, please? See, I can't even imagine though. There you go. Valerie just posted the link. Thanks, Val. Especially poor and rural. I agree with that. Thanks, Aries. This is why I must allow for all the evidence to play out. Exactly, Betty. That's what I'm saying. And that's why I thought kind of putting these two together tonight was a good thing. Because it's so true. Download the Patreon app also. Some tells me the most recent testing might have produced something. I'm hoping so. I just don't know why it took so long, like 20 years, to even get the ball rolling. You know what I mean? Like, why did it take so long? Oh, shut the fuck up. Truth is, they're not taking the case because she's innocent. It's because the trial was circumstantial. Did Dahlia testify? Do you mean Darlie? Can't stay, but wanted to pop in. Good night. Hey, Earthbound. I think someone may have gotten tired and fell asleep. Hey, D. Peterson. I don't know why I just don't call you Danny. I'm going to call you Danny from now on. They said she was the Susan Smith of Texas. Actually, she was worse than Susan Smith. If she did it, she was way worse than Susan Smith. At least Susan Smith didn't, like... she just watched her kids go down. A whole lot of motherfucking circumstance. A whole lot more than enough. It is a lot. I mean, it's just... you have to fight for a fair trial. And she didn't get a fair trial. But at the same time, I don't really get how anyone with a high-profile case can actually get a fair trial. I really don't. Thanks, Truth Seeker. I actually just got the channel back after 90 days of not being able to do a live. See, but Pumpkin, you know me long enough. I have this thing against circumstantial evidence. I just don't buy it. Why do people watch channels they don't like? Betty, I've been asking this for the longest time. To comment rudely is even stranger what adults think it's appropriate behavior. They don't. It's the funniest thing between haters and fans, because you're not a hater if you watch every move I make. That would make you a fan. Part of that is what my next live is about on my other channel. It's a big part of what it's about. Because I would never spend my time on these people the way they do on me. So it's kind of like I'm honored. So I got 5 minutes more and I'm going to shut this down because I got to get a drink and set up for the next live. And don't get used to doing 2 in one night. I'm only doing it because it's Friday night. I'm just going to alternate days. Like tomorrow I won't be on this channel. I'll be back on this channel on Monday because of trial. They are fan-editors. There you go. I don't even unless there are heaps of circumstance. See, my reputation was killed based on circumstance from my ex. So I'm just not a believer in circumstance. I want hard proof. And I know sometimes you can't always produce hard proof, but I want some sort of hard proof. Will you bang your keyboard just like Molly parodies? I do sometimes. I don't do it so much anymore, but sometimes I do. You know what? It's my nails that are long, and I have a mechanical keyboard, so it does sound really loud. So, Ozzy, like I said, you gotta have the mods put you through mod school, and then you could be a mod. Juju, you too. You gotta be go through mod school. Ideally, I want that hard proof too. You have to have it. I'm gonna watch Try. I'm gonna read more about it. Cindy, I'll send you all the stuff. Oh my god, girl, we are gonna talk. I'm banging my keyboard right now. What do you think of the DNA crime guy? I don't know who the DNA crime guy is. What do you mean? Who didn't? Oh! Who didn't send anything? It's. I don't know. I can't. I don't want to comment on it yet because I can't say for sure. Laura, I love the showgirl talk yesterday. Thanks, Truth Seeker. You're welcome, Wendy. And like I said, this channel will be back on Monday. And I also want to thank Lisa and Shiloh. And if I don't see you tonight, and don't forget tomorrow's debate night. Thanks, Guy or Jackie. Thanks, Truth Seeker. Just so you guys know that tomorrow's debate night. Don't forget. We still don't know who's debating yet. I haven't gotten definitives. But we got enough people that we can come up with one or two. See you on the other side, Greg. Not sound creepy, but have fell asleep to your keyboard banging more than once. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, Crystal. I expect a big, bad, horrible person tonight due to your reputation. I got a person who allowed open conversation and questions in a respectable manner. Enjoyed it. Well, thank you, Betty. Not sure who's duking it out yet. I know Clary wants one. We'll figure it out tomorrow. But I haven't got definitives yet because I think it's like the first one. So worst case scenario, like people are afraid. Even, my regular subs are afraid to do it because they don't know what it's going to be like. So I think if nobody gives me definitives for first night, we may do it internally just to show everyone what it's about, what's going on. So everyone can see what it's about. The other channel is quote unquote my drama channel, I guess you want to call it. I don't know what the debate is. I'll announce it tomorrow. Because I'm not sure who's debating yet. A few people have mentioned it, but nobody's giving me definitives yet. But we'll figure it out. We'll get it. I'd like to see Mensa. I'd go up against Mensa. There you go, Betty. Tracy just posted the link. Glare allowed. Oh, absolutely. Give your own opinions. The name of the channel, it's under my real name because I had to change the name too many times. It's under Laura Keck. But they just posted it. Make first one fun, Barbie and Iman. That's a good one. That is a good one. But then again, I hear them fight every day. But like I said, tomorrow night's first one may just keep it the way it is. Who knows? I may debate Molly. I think that would be a great debate too. And I think that would be good. I think that would be good for just to spin it off, to put it off. And I think it'll also get out some aggression. I think it might be good. I may call her out. Yeah, make sure everyone hits the like button. I'm going to shut this down because I got to switch over the software and everything else. It's a pain in the ass. So I want to thank all you guys for coming. Ignore the trolls. I'm sorry there were trolls. And this channel will pick up on Monday. I'll be back on Monday with the trial, unless something major happens over the weekend, but I doubt it's going to. But just in case it does, something major happens over the weekend. Great Starlord. Thank you, Amanda. So I will see you guys on the other side.